Good morning, student. In previous lecture, we have studied about measurement of frequency. Now, coming to the next topic of AC bridges, sources of errors in bridge circuit and the elimination. Basically, we have studied so many bridges till now. Every bridge has some kind of error associated with it, and due to some limitations, we only considered few errors which are having the most impact on the AC bridges, and we will study about the eliminations also. Now coming to the first kind of error is error due to the stray field effect. This is due to the unintentional coupling of various arms of the bridges owing to the stray magnetic or electric field around the bridge network. Now whenever we are connecting the resistance and inductance in our bridge network, we will be having our stray magnetic field. If unintentional coupling is not done in a good manner, we will be having a stray magnetic field. And in case of capacitor, if we are placing a capacitor in our bridge network, we will be having some kind of stray electrostatic field effect. Now coming to the errors due to looping of the leads. Whenever we are connecting the leads, the formation of loops due to the leads in the bridge network also introduces some errors because of their inductance. So if we are using the bridge for the measurement of for inductance, lead should be tested in order to avoid such loops, and whenever we are using the bridge for the measurement of capacitance, the lead should be separated from one another in order to avoid capacitance formation between them. The errors due to leads are also eliminated in most cases by conducting two tests, one with apparatus under test in the circuit and another with the apparatus under test short circuited or eliminated from the bridge circuit. Basically, this is the elimination of error due to looping. Now coming to the errors due to magnetic coupling, a statically wound inductance coil should be used in order to avoid errors due to magnetic coupling between the arms. Okay, the errors due to magnetic coupling between the arms may also be avoided by placing the magnetic screen in between the arms. Like we have also used this magnetic shielding in our high voltage sharing bridge. You can go to that lecture of high voltage sharing bridge where we have make a dash line for indicating the magnetic shielding in that AC bridge. So this magnetic shielding may be achieved by one or more shells of high permeability magnetic material surrounding the component to be shielded. Multiple shells are used to get a complete shielding. Okay. Now in order to avoid the errors due to direct induction effect, the source of supply is placed at some distance from the bridge network, and inter-bridge transformer can be used to avoid these kind of error, direct induction effect. Now Now, to eliminate the errors due to bridge or earth capacitance, we can use electrostatic screen in order to remove the errors due to earth capacitance. The electrostatic screen renders the capacitance effects definite of and independent of the distribution of bridge component. We can also use the Wagner's earthing device in order to remove the earth capacitance. Now, like this Wagner's earthing device is the next topic of AC bridges and the last topic of the same. Now coming to the next error, leakage error. Leakage error is basically formed due to the poor insulation or weak insulation of various bridge network elements. This is particularly true in case of high impedance bridges. Such errors can be avoided by high insulation and mounting the apparatus on insulating stands. Now, the third error is eddy current error. Eddy current error are formed due to the induced stray fields. So that stray field induces some kind of current, that are unwanted current and called as eddy current. The formation of eddy current is from the stray magnetic field or like that. So in order to avoid such kind of errors like eddy current error, the presence of large masses near the bridge network is avoided. Now coming to the fourth, frequency and waveform errors. So in previous lecture we have also studied about the measurement of frequency. Many of the bridges are independent of frequency, and the supply frequency is important only from the point of view of its effect on resistance and inductance of the bridge. The presence of harmonics in the supply wave form is also important from the same point of view. So, in the case of bridge network whose balance conditions involves frequency, variation of supply frequency is very important from the point of view of balance and evaluation. If there is any kind of frequency element in the bridge balance condition, we will have to keep in check for supply frequency very in a very important manner, because it can disturb our balance equation, and the evaluation purpose can also be a lengthy one. The wave form of the supply also important, as a bridge cannot be balanced whenever the fundamental and harmonics both are present. Okay, the balance point cannot be achieved so very easily if both the fundamental and harmonics are present in the bridge network. So this difficulty can be overcome by either employing the wave filters in the AC bridges, which eliminates the unwanted frequency harmonics from the source, and by employing the tune detector in place of vibrational galvanometers, because tune detectors do not respond to harmonics and respond readily only to the fundamental frequency for which these are tuned. Okay, so basically for the elimination of frequency error, we can use tune detector in place of vibration galvanometers as a detector. Residual error, the last error. This error is due to the resistor we used as a non-inductive or non-capacitive resistor, but their inductance and capacitance are never zero. Like in most of the cases of AC bridges, we have taken the resistor as non-inductive resistors, but due to some kind of manufacturing defect, like we are having some kind of inductance in that or capacitance in that case, so these are kind of residual features. So residual means small inherent inductance or capacitance of the resistor. In precise work, it becomes necessary to evaluate them in order to eliminate them or compensate errors due to these. So the self-inductance is important only when the coils used as multi-turn coils and supply uses is of high frequency. So whenever we are having a high frequency, we have to keep in check for the residual errors also, because due to high frequency it can be like of major effect. So to eliminate this residual errors, we will have to eliminate such kind of capacitors or resistors. So here we have completed the errors due to errors in our AC bridges, and we have learned about the elimination method. The last topic of this AC bridges is our Wagner's earthing device. We will be studying that topic in our next lecture. Till then, continue your lectures. This notes will be provided on our college website. To any query related to this topic, you can write me. Till then, stay healthy, stay safe.